Hey, what's up, guys? I hope everyone out there is doing well. My name is Mike, and it's time for us to get into another music reaction. So, guys, we got a new artist to the channel here. This is a band called Pain. The song is Shut Your Mouth. This is not a request, it's more of a suggestion from my friend Delia. She actually suggested a few videos. I checked one out. This is the first time I ever heard Hypocrisy before. It was the song Eraser. I've known about them since I was a kid, just never listened to them. And that song was awesome. She also mentioned Pain is like the singer Peter Tägtgren's little project he had. So that's what I did see here on Google as well. It says Pain is a musical project from Sweden that mixes heavy metal with influences from electronic music and techno. The project started out as a hobby project for frontman Peter Tägtgren, whose idea was to fuse heavy metal with 1980s inspired electro-industrial and techno influences. Okay, so it seems like I had another tab open here where I saw it's essentially just him in the project mainly, but he has some guest artists, and I do see this song features Rob Dukes from Exodus. So yeah, I'm sure this is going to sound quite experimental compared to the Hypocrisy song I just heard. So I looked at the lyrics, and essentially what I'm getting from all of these lyrics is leave me alone. Don't worry about what I'm doing. Don't tell me how to live my life. Worry about yourself and don't worry about me. That's kind of what I'm getting from this. It says it all in the title too, right? Shut your mouth. So, yeah, I'm eager to hear this. This one has been out for a long time. It looks like the video was released in 2010, but the song itself is from 2002. That's 19 million views too, so that's a pretty good amount. One last thing I'll mention, I just went down to the comments and I was looking, and almost all of these are in Russian. So I assume this is a pretty popular song in Russia. That's pretty cool, man. Anywho, let's go ahead and do this. Let's jump in. This is Pain, Shut Your Mouth. Remember when we actually had alarm clocks? It's gonna be like the main melody of the song. Okay. Whoa. Whoa. I'm my own God, I do as I please.
Just wipe your own ass and shut your mouth. I had enough and you're going down. What comes around, you know goes around. My mind is...
Okay, before we keep going, hold on, let me just do some commentary on this. Complete 180 of what I heard when I listened to Hypocrisy Eraser. This sounds great though. We were talking about the fusion of techno influences that we saw in Google before we started this video. That's evident. That's such an earworm, that that melody, you know, that from the alarm clock, that dun da 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 da. It's gonna be stuck in my head like all day probably. I really liked hearing that like strobing synthesizer keyboard work during the verses. That was really cool. Didn't know I was getting into more of a rock kind of thing, and this is like a rock song. So so far I like the music. The melodies are nice. The vocals are good. that creature is pretty crazy looking. They had some good practical effects there with that mask. This is a cool concept. Alien, I guess, is taking the stance of everything we talked about the lyrics are about. So yeah, let's keep going, man. Was he trying to say I saw an alien? Yeah.
I'm gonna take control. Time to wake up and dig myself out of this hell. Just wipe your own ass and shut your mouth.
That was cool. It's so catchy, man. The alien's gonna be there again.
No,
they didn't even think you existed, you know? You want some milk? So what? You afraid of germs? So, where did you park the ship? In the backyard. Hey, if you messed up my garden, man, I'm gonna kill you, alright? Hey, and that's my rope, man. Come back here. Hey, that's mine. Give me that.
Wow. That's a crazy video. Good song though, catchy, pretty rockin' too. Hey, shut your mouth. Yeah. Yeah, this one was, like I said, I complete 180 from the Hypocrisy song I heard. I like the fusion of elements here from different genres. It worked. I kind of wonder though, because I've seen this happen with other extreme metal bands or just very heavy music. When a member of the band or when the band itself, they write a song that's a lot more tame and maybe in the style of rock or something, even another different genre, or make a whole album like that. I know that there's like some extreme metal fans who get really pissed off and like, oh no, you're not supposed to change, like what are you doing? I don't know, anything about the inner workings of Hypocrisy, Peter Takrin, or this side project Pain. I'm just kind of curious if he did get any flack for that kind of stuff that extreme metal fans tend to do when there's change. So yeah, I mean, I'd be curious to hear if anyone has any information on that. But excellent song. I liked it. It was a rockin' song, catchy. God, that melody, man. It's just like, I know it's going to be stuck in my head now. Just that alarm clock sound. Dun, 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 dun. So catchy. Great song, great music video. I'm actually surprised with, this is back from 2002. You see the time. The differences in technology and video resolution, but for the time this must have looked insanely good, man. And I'm really impressed with the alien's mask. That was some pretty good practical effects. Yeah, this was cool, man. I'd be down to hear more for sure. If you guys have not heard of Pain or Hypocrisy, go check them out. If you made it this far into the video, thanks for hanging out with me. I hope everyone had a good Thanksgiving, and we'll see you all in the next one.